Hey, um, let's talk today. So, lately I've been finding, you know, myself having a lot on my mind and juggling a lot of things in my head. And I realized something, a lot of stuff that I used to enjoy and I used to love to do, I just stopped doing it. I don't know why, but it's like I'm trying to work on getting back to loving the person I used to be, or embracing who I used to be. But I find myself like I talk myself out of things a lot, and I don't think that's healthy. So, my question to everybody is, do you find yourself, have you found yourself losing sight of who you were or who you is because of something that happened in your life, and it like threw you off track, and you still kind of off track, and you feel like you trying to get yourself back to you? I'm not good with like trying to set up the scenery for everything in these videos. This is me. Like, this is me in the raw. I'm going to trip over my words maybe sometimes. I'm not going to edit anything out. This is just straight raw footage. I don't know what else to tell y'all. Like, I don't know how to basically set the stage, because I feel like that's not I'm not being authentic if I'm not being myself. But it's a lot of things on my head, a lot of topics I would love to talk about. I am going to eventually start talking about. But my sister was up here visiting me this weekend. It was her birthday, but she surprised me. And on her way home, she brought something to my attention. She asked me why I stopped taking, what happened to my photography hobby. Because I used to love to take pictures and of nature, and just my environment. I found the beauty in everything. I used to love taking self portraits. I used to love taking pictures of my family and my friends and stuff that caught my attention. I just loved taking pictures. That was my way of creating a perpetual memory or something, as might say. But I was talking to my one of my close friends today, and I brought it to her attention what my sister said, and she did. She asked me what happened, and I told her. Um, I want to say almost now, like at the beginning of this year, I found myself giving a lot of shit away, just giving it away. Like stuff that I usually would just enjoy doing. I gave a lot of my personal items away to my daughter. Then I found myself just in a state of mind where I just didn't want anything in my house. I literally just wanted an empty house, and I just wanted to be in that empty house just by myself with nobody around me. And being a nurse, I pay attention to signs and symptoms when it comes to my residents. I look for certain things, but it never dawned on me to actually pay attention to those same signs and symptoms when it comes to me. And it took my friend to point it out, and she was like, what you experienced was a sign of depression. And I'm like, okay, I never looked at it that way. I did lose, interest in a lot of things that I used to love, but I worked, I went to school, I was a mother, and I was a wife. And that was my routine for 20 some years. My mom passed while I was in nursing school. I'm still dealing with that because she's only been gone since 2018. So a lot of the times when I go through stuff like this and my mind is all over the place, I could run to my mom and lay on my mom's lap and rest my head and stuff like that. I can't do that. A lot of the things that I would say out my mouth, my mom usually would catch me, stop me. My daughter told me since my mom passed away, I have no filter. I don't know what that means besides me just speaking my mind, me just being as honest as I possibly can. Like, I wouldn't want anybody to lie to me to spare my feelings. So why would I lie to anybody else to spare theirs, But you get misjudged and people get this perception of you and, based off of how you carry yourself, how you talk. And lately I've been silent. I've just been silent. I'm learning stuff about myself. But again, things I used to love to do, it has become so hard to try to get back into those things. And they genuinely made me happy. It was little simple things. They genuinely made me happy. I just feel like sometimes it's just not enough. No matter what I do, I just feel like it's just not enough. Like it's not enough time in a day, in a month, in a year. I feel like I'm running out of time. And I don't know how to process that. I feel like it's a million things I want to do, and I'm not going to have time to get those things done. So, have anyone just ever felt that way? Like, have you ever just felt like you're just lost as a person and it's just hard to get who you was back? Like, and if you have, what did you do to actually overcome that or get through that? Because I know this is a process I'm going through. I'm still processing a lot of stuff I done went through. My mom passing, my divorce, a lot of stuff, heartbreak, a lot of stuff. My kids, they just growing like right before my eyes. And I'm starting to realize it's going to get to the point where it's just going to be me. So, what is it that I need to do to start enjoying making myself happy and moving forward, knowing that it's not going to always be, I'm going to have to start doing things alone. Like, I've never had to do anything alone. Like, it was never, I've never had to go through life feeling like there was just nobody there. And it hits different. It really hits different when you do realize that you waking up alone. There's no one in that bed with you. You come into a house with no significant other. It's just you and your kids, or it's just you and maybe your pets, or it's just you and it's just you. You know, you have to, I'm gonna have to start going outside and enjoying myself without having somebody with me. You know, I have a small circle of friends, and I love my friends dearly because all my friends are 20, 10 plus. My new ones I met is still over 2 years, 3 years plus. So my circle is small, but at the same time, we're all wrapped up in our careers. So we don't get to just get out and enjoy each other a lot. But my friends know they could call me, and I know I could call my friends. But again, knowing that there's no one there with you, and you have to start living life knowing that you're going to be alone. That process is like, it's hard to wrap around a person's head when you've never had to do that. You never thought about that concept, or you never had to worry about it. So it's a lot in my head that I need to get out, and in order, like, I literally need to start doing to get it out and get it off my mind. But the question I keep finding myself asking is, how and where do I start? Like, it's a certain way, it's a certain image I see, I envision about me, and I'm putting all the steps in place in my head. I just have to start executing those steps. And it seems like every time I feel like I got a little piece of happiness, Something or somebody try to come along and snatch it. I know I know I could find my happiness again. I know I can. It's like the silence is just, it hits different. That the silence, there's no one motivating me. So now I have to motivate myself to do it. And it be days I just want to cut myself off to the whole world of, social media, cut my phone off, just lay in silence. And then at the same time that I'm feeling that way, I'm feeling like if I do that, I'm going to miss something. I'm going to, like, something's not going to get done. I'm going to fall back. Like, I just feel like if I just stop and take everything in, I feel like the breath is going to just leave my body. So I'm just constantly going. But I do have to stop. Because God has proven in many ways that tomorrow is definitely not guaranteed. If anybody got input on some of the things I've said, because I know I've jumped all over the place with this, let's conversate. My goal is to find my happiness. To get back to enjoying what I genuinely loved doing before I lost my identity. That is my goal. It's a certain way I want to dress. It's a certain way I want to look. It's certain things I want to do. It's a lot of things I love doing. I love everything outdoors. And it's not just clubbing. I could care less about going to a club. I can. I love to dance though. I love to do a lot of things. I just love life. But I'm finding it hard to actually embrace it. So let's talk. What are y'all thoughts on it? Let's talk.